We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 17-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the option to give to Swift here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, Silver. Hey, 73.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
11. Here we go.
A handoff running left, Mixon to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 41 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
McPherson to the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Miles Murphy, he's the one who got in there and hit him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Go Silver, ready? 63, 60. Tiger Hornet. Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Hurts going to take this himself. Oh, it still won't go down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Swift going to try up the middle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
73.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 3rd and 5.
Hey, easy. 63, pass. Crowd left Yetis.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11 MT.
Now Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball.
Grow your ass.
Gun.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Thank you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They go play action with Burrow. Flushed it. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
On one, right?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
12. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 42 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Eagles 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group, well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On second down, Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tape. 11.
Here's Burrow. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go.
From the 3, second and a yard.
11,
They'll bring a tight end in motion. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
On gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Seahawks.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals will get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Seahawks 0.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 12.
Now it's Burrow. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Gino on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Out of the gun, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches.
Gino now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before his defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Gino. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, it's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey, 3 on left. 13 in.
Here's Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, the Clint.
To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now Burrow to throw on second down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gun. Shot. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. 11 MT. Shot.
Now Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And Burrow going to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Smith. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Smith. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
53. Talk about it.
Now it's Smith. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got him.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense?
Here we go.
Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. We'll get this to about the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
In motion left is Higgins. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Man, this gang don't know me. What the gang gonna have a boost for me for?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. As he's
What about I'm just better than you?
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Gino.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. Bulldozes past him. There he goes, right side.
He's on his way. DK Metcalf.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you...
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way. Joe Mixon.
And he'll take this.
Man, I do this, man. Go ahead on a quiz.
Joe Mixon,
77 yards.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown.
Yeah, you ain't never played nobody like me. That's why.
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it's
caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. From the red zone now, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and replicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
12. Stop.
Again, it's Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here we go, here we go.
First down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
First and 10 at the
11.
line.
Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Cover, cover. Like, catch left, catch left. Check 58. Check 59, check 59. Cover, cover.
Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Here's Smith to throw on 3rd down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Wow.
78 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Seahawks 36. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 30 yards. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Smith.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Man, you got 3-4 seconds to throw the ball. What you talking about?
This was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Smith's going to throw it.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down.
The same amount of time. What you talking about now? Oh, you ain't got nothing to say now.
Still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it.
Who blitzing 6 people?
Down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Smith to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They snap it to Smith.
Pass taken in.
Bullshit.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
Touchdown. Let's see how fast DK is. Touchdown. Let's see how fast he is. Touchdown. That's a 98 speed.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?
I'm doing this with a 66 offense, man.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Right to the air is Mahomes.
And his first pass is incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
I'm wondering.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
11 MT.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the...
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And down inside the red zone.
That was quick.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner from 4 yards out. And the 49ers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That splits.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
At their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And this throw will be intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bengals 42-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 6, Bengals 0.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy.
defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Purdy will throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Herb Smith Jr., 66 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Taken down at the 42.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Purdy now on second down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 2.
Next to score, Bengals 14, 49ers 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's McLeod from his end zone, pushing his way through. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Purdy to throw it on first down. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Throwing here, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Purdy sets up to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A second down throw for Purdy. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. The Burrows throw here into the hands of Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
first down, Bengals.
On one, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Purdy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
11.
They begin with a run by Mixon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to Mixon on first down. And some space here. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's able to...
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
31 yards.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. Mixon will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. Don't worry about your hands though. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill puts it off, and the Bengals are going to take over. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McPherson on for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be brought out from the middle of... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it. And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This is 2nd and 8. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill puts it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position,
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And here's Wilson to throw right away. This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
The first carry now. This is Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 13.
11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From midfield now, Burrow.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Wants to chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And here, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are from the defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
11 MT.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
11, Thomas. 11. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short.
Here we go.
After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Wide open, complete. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are in great